Hello everyone, it is Kaiju Stuff here, and we are back with another video after, like, 2 weeks, but shut up. I'm gonna get to that at the end of the video. Anyway, today we are gonna do every 1954 Godzilla I have, because I'm running out of ideas for reviews, because I kind of did all of them. So I would need to buy more stuff to do more reviews, which I don't feel like buying more stuff. Let's just jump right into it. Now let's start with ones that I'm sure most of you know, and if you don't know, I don't know, I'll tell you. The first one is this Bandai creation, Godzilla 1954, which in my opinion looks more like 55, and if I ever did a toy battle saying like Godzilla 1955, I would use him, because I do really think he looks more like 55. But he's pretty cool. He's a 6-inch. He's the pretty much a definition of what Godzilla looks like. So technically, if you're not a huge Godzilla fan, but you just want a Godzilla in your collection, this is like the basic Godzilla, if that makes any sense. Even though it's black and white, he still has a red mouth. So this is basically just the basic Godzilla. When people think of Godzilla, they probably think of this or something close to this. So, yeah, let's move on to another one, which I'm sure most of you know. And it's another Bandai creation. That would be this. This is like a wave, I believe wave 2, like very early wave Godzilla 1954. The other one was like wave 8, like a very late wave in the Bandai creation line. This one was like very early. So the reason why I got this is because I do really like how this looks. I found it at a flea market, but I just think it looks like Godzilla 1954, just simplified. I don't know, he kind of looks like a dog in a way. I know that looks weird, but I don't know, he just looks appealing to me. I can't explain why. I have way better 1954s in my collection, but I do really think this one is more appealing to me. So I'm just trying to get the ones that aren't too obscure out of the way. For example, this is a NECA 1954. Before NECA lost the license, please bring it back. Toho, give them another deal, because NECA is one of my favorite companies, and now it's gone. So I'm happy that I got a 54. And this was before it came with a breath piece. However, I also have the repaint, which is supposed to look like the poster of 1954, and he does come with a breath piece. So if I just shove that in there, boom. That's literally pretty fire. Anyway, so I like these guys because they look like 54, just cheap. Because they're very articulated. They got like a good sculpt, good paint job for what you're paying. Because, back in my day, these were like the most 40, the least. One time I found one for $20, but I didn't buy it because I already found this one. So overall, I will say NECA was an absolutely fantastic company, and these two figures show that, because when they made repaints, they made them for a purpose, unlike a certain company. Like, this is cool. I like this repaint. This honestly makes sense. I don't think any other toy company has ever even thought of doing this, so I think that's very cool. So yeah, let's just move on to the next one, which is also NECA. Now, this doesn't say that it's supposed to be Godzilla 1954, but it shows. This is the NECA Hula dancer thingy. It's a big old Godzilla on there. And if you leave this in the sun or light or whatever light source you have, it should start to move. But I think mine's broken. I can't tell if this counts as it moving or if it's supposed to be like all crazy like this. But it's pretty cool. It's got a cool paint job. I'm sorry that my camera's out of focus, by the way. I don't know what's happening there. It's usually pretty good with that. It's probably better. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I like the head actually. He kind of looks deranged. I don't know, he just looks kind of weird. But I do really like him. He's pretty cool. I'm glad I have him because I know this is starting to get a little rare. I'm talking about like, because I know a lot of people have them, but the people that don't have them are scrambling for it, if that makes sense. Like, you can't just go on eBay and get it now. I think mine does work actually, because I don't think it would be going for this long. So, yeah, you got to see it work. That's cool. Moving on. Now, this is only one of like my 3 things from this company, because honestly, I kind of don't care about this company, but they do make cool stuff. It's just not my thing. Gashapon. I just think they're too tiny for me. I've had actually multiple Gashapons in my day, but I've lost them. The only ones I have now is this 54, a Hedorah, Shin Godzilla set, which I've surprisingly not lost, and a NECA Godzilla. But yeah, this is one of them, and this is a 1954. It's pretty cool. I do like how his hands are like this, because in the movie they were all, kind of reminds me of like Shin Godzilla. I do like the sculpt on him. I like how the tail's like curved, but like it's not like this on the ground. So it's actually cool. I do really like this Gashapon. Even inside his mouth, he's got like some paint. That's really hard to tell. But yeah, he's got like some paint. So yeah, this is a pretty cool Gashapon, especially for a 54. I do know they have other, I guess, waves. I don't know which wave this is. So just put it in the comments if this video gets enough views. Anyway, moving on. Now, this one's made by Bandai, and I actually have the full set of this. And I actually already made a video about this, but I'm going to mention it here because it's a 54. That would be this Bandai candy thing. I forgot the name of it because it was like 4 months ago I made that video. But it's very cool. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite 54s, mostly because of the position he's in. I like how the tail's very to the side. He's looking somewhat downwards. His arms are nice and out, but you can also make them go down, which looks kind of weird, but, you know, you could do that if you want to. I like how thick his dorsal plates are. They're, like, nice and, I guess, thick. I don't know, like, wide. He's, like, nice and heavy, because it's, like, none of this is, I guess, hollow. He's got a little white for his eyes. Like, he looks black and white. I do really like him. I like the feel, because it's, like, a rubbery plastic. It's not, like, hard plastic. It's a bit rubbery, I would say. But, like, not too rubbery. I do really like them. Plus, you have to build them, and that part's cool. This is, like, the only one which I had no problems with building. The other ones, there was, like, some tight things in the dorsal plates, or the tail, or with King Ghidorah, those wings. Oh my god, those wings. Anyway, so, yeah, this was the only one that I had no problems with. So, let's move on. Now, I know this was, like, a line, and they made, like, 30 of these. But out of all of them, I only have 3. and the 3 happen to be one of them 54. That would be these Diamond Select things. I don't know what they're called exactly, but I know they're made by Diamond Select. And this is one of my least favorite 54 figures, because what is these hands? Like, what is he? Like, it looks like it's made to grab something, but it came with nothing to grab. It would be cool if it came with, like, a train or something. Like, the hands look absolutely so odd. The head's nice, I'll give him that. The body proportions are just whack. And you might be saying, oh, well, that's the style of that line. Apparently not, because the NECA Godzilla and Rodan that I also have look absolutely fantastic and honestly are awesome looking. Unlike this. This looks horrible. I don't feel like crapping on this anymore, because why are the feet so big? The tail's like so stubby. What is the dorsal plates? They're so tiny. The head's like, there's no neck. The head's nice looking, I guess. But I'm not, this figure's horrible. But the other ones are good. I don't know what's wrong with this. I think it's a Godzilla thing, because I looked at pictures of, like, other Godzillas from the line, and they look kind of crappy. But the NECA Godzilla and Rodan that I have look absolutely fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to move on now. Now, this is probably either my favorite or second favorite I have. And yes, I did crap on them earlier in the video, but in the end, this is one of their best figures, in my humble opinion. That would be the 54 SH MonsterArts. Now, yeah, his eyes are a little googly, but in the movie they were a little googly. The paint is absolutely fantastic. It looks, I guess, black and white, because even inside the mouth there's no red, which is great, because I would rather it look black and white than actually have color. Mine, actually, the eyes aren't googly, really. He's got like a bone look on his dorsal plates, which I love, because I think most toy companies get that wrong with 54, in which they make his dorsal plates look very smooth and like not bone-like. This is very bony. Like, it looks like the skeleton 54, just with skin on it. I know that sounds dumb, but like, if you saw Godzilla X Mecha Godzilla, Godzilla X Mecha Godzilla, Tokyo SOS, or whatever, I forget which one, the Kiryu Saga, better, that you could see how good this looks because of the skeleton that they showed, and it just honestly looks fantastic. Especially for the price, because SH MonsterArts, it's getting a little out of hand with them prices. This will run you only about $90, maybe 100, probably 80 if you get lucky. I know they're making like a repaint or something with like atomic breath and stuff, but I'm really content with this one. And I have breath pieces from other Godzilla figures that I can use, so I really don't care about that repaint. So yeah, I do really like this, and on to the next one. Now, I think we're starting to get into the very obscure section of the video, in my opinion. Like, stuff that not too many people have, but people do have. The first one is this Godzilla Smashy. This is a Comic-Con exclusive, and I got it at a comic book store because the 2020 Comic-Con was canceled for obvious reasons, and they were going to sell this at the Comic-Con, but canceled, so they gave it to the comic shop, which I bought. It also came with a one that like looks like a atomic version, and they also got like a Rodan and Mechagodzilla I got. But someday I'll try to get them all. I've not succeeded in trying to get them all, but I do have this guy, and he is 54. It did say on the box, and he is black and white. I like the material. The material's absolutely fantastic. Like I could, Oh yeah, the material. The problem is, this is my doing. It didn't come out of the box like this. There's a little rip here. Just a tiny little rip. So, but yeah. Ooh, this material. Ugh. Anyway. So, yeah, I do think this is an A+ for me. Very good. I like the style. Looks very chibi. Cute. I like them. Plus that material. Anyway, I'm done with talking about the material and I'm moving on to the next one. Now, this one's actually a Lego bootleg. But I could just tell they were trying to do a 54. So, this is a, I guess, 1954 Lego, but it's a bootleg of Lego. And I know it's not supposed to be exactly 54. It even said on the box. But, oh, his foot came off. Hold up. Much better. If we really dive deep into just how this looks, you could tell what they were going for, because there's no color on Godzilla. It's all black and white, or gray, and you know he looks pretty cool in my opinion. But he comes with this, and this is my definitive proof that this is supposed to be 54, because as you could see, there's like a little temple, and I know it's like, oh, that's Japan, there's temples everywhere. Yeah, but when was the last time you actually saw a temple in a Godzilla movie that wasn't in the Showa era? Don't say the Heisei era, because I know, whatever. And don't say the Monsterverse, because I'm talking about like Japanese temples, none of that Godzilla, Mothra bullcrap. So, I totally think this is a Japanese temple in 1954. So that's my game theory. I'm probably wrong, but I did want to show him in some sort of video one day, and I figured this was the day. Because I always thought this was 54 after I built it. It just looks black and white, and there's like temples everywhere. I don't know. Don't judge me. Moving on to the final one, and probably most obscure, because why wouldn't it be? And also, I mentioned this in my last video as kind of a shout out. So I guess now we're really going into it. Anyway. And the last one, which I said I will probably never talk about again in my last review video, was this. This is the Monogram piggy bank. Now, it has a direct resemblance to the Bandai creation, like Wave 8 or 6 or 7, whatever, Godzilla 1954. And I'm sure this isn't supposed to be exactly Godzilla 1954, most likely just a generic Godzilla, because, you know, it's not black and white. He's got a red tongue, and, you know, he's blacker, he's not just gray. So, you know, I don't exactly think he was meant to be Godzilla 1954, but I do strongly think he was based off of Godzilla 1954. There's probably going to be people in the comments saying, then why isn't -1 here? Shut up. Anyway, so he's like an 8-inch, he's pretty cool. If you don't have a use for a piggy bank, for some reason, I don't know why you would use a piggy bank, then this is a pretty cool, like, I guess, just plastic statue of 54. So, yeah, let's just, I guess, do this outro. So one last announcement I would like to make is that it is now summertime. I'm not out of school yet, sadly, but I will say I won't be making videos as much anymore because in the winter there's basically nothing to do, which is a problem. So I made videos instead of doing stuff. So you're probably going to see videos maybe once every 2 weeks, 2 every 2 weeks. The most you'll see is like 3 every 2 weeks. Because this is more than just, I do more than this. If you want me to post videos of like animals, just let me know. Because I have a lot of videos of animals for some godly reason. Because I do catch a lot of animals. So if you want to see that, let me know. Hopefully this video gets enough views for people to let me know. Please share this and like it, subscribe to get the algorithm wanting to share this to other people that have never even seen my channel. Just do stuff to help me. Because we're almost at 200 subscribers, guys. We can do this. Like, we could totally do this. We only have 20 more subscribers. That's insane to me. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and share if you like the content. And goodbye.